Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog, or welcome if you're new. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Jeff.
And we're in the car giving you guys a baby update because we are on our way right now. Well, we're in the parking lot of our private, we have a private ultrasound facility in our city. And that's been the only way that you've actually been able to see the baby this pregnancy because of all the COVID guidelines in California. I've had to go to all my official doctor's appointments and like ultrasounds and stuff by myself. So it's actually been a while since you've seen the baby.
Yeah, I'm actually just hoping that they get to do the measurements to see what percentile and stuff, because little man, last time Melissa went, they said that he was in the 19th percentile.
Yeah.
And that was kind of, obviously that's little, but it's really little for us.
Yeah.
Because usually Melissa has...
So we're tall. So I'm 5'9", and how tall are you?
Like
You're
6'1".
And so our kids have always been, you know, they're 8 or 9 pounds when they're born. They're like 80th percentile, always super chunky as little babies. And so for us...
Get that for me.
20th percentile is like really, really tiny because we're such tall people and have big babies. But in case you missed our last kind of little update about this, what's happened is that when I went for my 20-week ultrasound...
Well, do you want to go back a little further? I guess not. Let's not go back.
We have a lot of, there's a whole, you guys can go back and like look at, the whole pregnancy has been complicated. But at my last appointment where I went for an ultrasound at 20 weeks, they found that I had an enlarged placenta. I had a bleed in my placenta that was really large. It was like 8 centimeters by 5 centimeters by 4 centimeters or something. So like pretty big. So I'm wondering if they're going to be able to measure that for us today to see if it's grown or if it shrank or what. Like that'll, you know, be good if they can check it for us. And then they said that the baby was measuring small for its gestational age, and they put him at like, and it's an estimate, of course, like within, you know, 5%, 5 to 10%, but they said it was 19th percentile, which, like Jeff said, is really tiny. So at this place, you know, like this is like a private practice situation, but they do have really good ultrasound machines. So we're going to try to ask them to measure my placenta, see if they can see the bleed, measure the baby, just kind of get an idea of what's going on, because our next specialist appointment with, it's like a higher level ultrasound, is like what, a week and a half from now?
Yeah.
And the other update, I actually ended up switching providers. So I have a new doctor I'm going to be seeing, I think in a couple days. I think my first appointment's in a couple days.
Not providers. Just doctors.
Just doctors. Like it's in the same practice, but one of the doctors I was seeing was like further away, like 40 minutes from our house. And then there's like different offices. So now I'm going to be seeing one closer to home that's closer to the hospital I'm going to be delivering at.
That'd be good.
Right. So that appointment's coming up, and he's also like the head of OBGYN or something. So like he runs the department. So it makes me feel like pretty comfortable too, like having like a specialist like doctor or whatever. So
that's good.
That's kind of what's going on. So update, if you guys want to get like the full update, like Jeff said, you know, we have videos like going back like
no, but sorry, let's just keep moving forward.
Okay. But we're gonna go in right now. We're gonna take you guys with us and see what we see, and then we'll chat about the findings and stuff after we get out.
All right, go ahead and lay down and get cozy.
I like how the gel's warm.
I know. We try to be nice here. Let's see.
All right, let's see what we're looking at.
Thanks. It pushed right into that placenta today.
Yeah. See, I see how you can see the placenta, hon, how it's like huge. That's what they saw at my
No, I can't really tell.
So they told me I have an enlarged placenta.
Okay.
And there's like a bleed or something in it that they're watching. Like
Let me know when you see the placenta. I don't know what it looks like.
This big,
that big thing at the top
right here.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, of course I see it.
I mean, you can't not see it.
Right.
Yeah, see, it's like
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Melissa, you want to tell me what I'm looking at?
The placenta's at the top.
All right. Yeah, got that.
There's his little face now.
Oh, there we go.
There's the baby.
Yeah. So placenta's at the top. He was pushing his face right into it, but now we got him away from that a little bit.
All right. Give him a little breathing room.
Exactly. Well, a little more.
Wow.
He doesn't need to breathe exactly.
Right.
But yes.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Matter of speech.
He definitely looks a little bit bigger than I saw last time.
Maybe they just zoomed in a little bit.
My doctor's worried about growth. They said he's tiny, so I have to go have another ultrasound with like a specialist next week.
So, it is still a boy. That's for certain.
Definitely a boy. Which is crazy because I feel like with the girl ultrasounds we've had, like it never was like, I mean, it's always like, oh, it's a girl, but I mean, the boy, it's very obvious it's a boy. Like, I'm not a doctor, but I can definitely look at the ultrasound and
every
tell
time,
it's a boy.
like in there, I know I didn't get on video, I don't think, but Melissa, every time she's like, I can't believe I'm having a boy.
Oh, I'm still in shock.
Like tons of times in there, she was like, I can't believe I'm having a boy.
I'm still wrapping my mind around it. I have like anxiety because I just like, I'm just shocked. We were not expecting it. I was not expecting it to be a boy. So I don't know. We're very excited though. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
It'll be a fun journey.
It's going to be just different, like totally different. So I don't know, but we're very excited. So actually they were able to measure his leg, and it looks like as far as length, he is like pretty average, like percentile for that. So
which is good.
He's long and skinny, it looks like right now.
Oh, so his percentile is weight?
Yeah.
How can they measure his weight?
They measure all the different
his
things.
Beef?
Yeah. Like their belly, like how big their belly is, and like they measure, yeah.
Oh.
But he's always been long, because like even when I went in for the 20-week and when I had ultrasound for that like 16 weeks, the people have always said that. They're like, oh, his long legs and arms. So as
long dancing legs like his father.
So as far as like length goes, he's pretty average percentile. It's just his weight.
Sorry.
You're cracking up. You're like shaking the camera. So it's his weight that's under, which they weren't able to tell us.
That's right. Lean mean.
The weight, but
lean mean.
The doctor's going to keep monitoring it, and we're going to keep having like the specialist scans at the hospital, and those are the ones that are going to tell us like where his actual percentile is. And we're just preparing for him to come early just in case, because that's what I was told, is just like prepare like if it's going to be, you know, like that the baby's going to be born at 35
And then
weeks.
A conversation came up in there that Melissa was like, well, we talked about having another one. I know. Super premature. But it was the other girl brought it up. She's like, are you guys going to have another one? And then it came down to like, Melissa's initial conversation was like, well, if it's all complicated and C-section and stuff, probably not. I was like, so if it goes smooth, you want another one? So we're tabling that. We're super tabling that conversation.
Well, we've always had the conversation. I think I talked about this on TikTok recently, that like we've never had a set amount of kids we were going to have.
We probably should have had that conversation. At
some point, we should have that conversation.
That should be a thing we talk about. Because at this point...
At some point, we should have that conversation, because even when we got married, I know some people get married and they're like, oh, we're going to have 2 kids and we're going to have 2 dogs. And
I got to say, like, it's still super... I think that, like, having 5 kids, going on 6, hasn't sunk in. I know that sounds weird. I know from the outside looking in, people are like, it's a lot, right?
Right.
But I think, like anything, as it happens to you gradually, it just is a part, and you just have it, and you're going. And like, my kids are so great, and I love them all so much, and like, it's just kind of what my life has been,
but something
and it's
that's
awesome.
Also a factor is that for us, and I think this is different because when I've talked to other moms, this always comes up. For us, it doesn't seem that overwhelming, because our kids are gaps in between. We have 3 to 4 year age gaps. And so we've never, except for Gracelyn and Gwen, have never had 2 kids like in diapers at the same time. And so it seems like it's a like much more relaxed vibe. And most of our kids have been pretty like low key, like very chill babies. So I think that's it, because we do have some friends that have, 5 kids and the oldest one's 7. And going to their house, I mean, it's a completely different dynamic when you have 5 kids and they're all under 7.
But I just think, like, definitely to anybody, if you're like, oh, you have 6 kids, like, it sounds like, oh, you run a zoo? Oh, that's cool. Like, holy crap, you run a zoo. No, really, I feel like that. But for me, I just feel like
it's not that.
It's not different from me growing up. Like I had 2 brothers and a sister. I get it. So there was 4. It just doesn't feel. It feels normal to me.
I think we have to put a little note in here, because so that is true. Jeff was him and I are both the second oldest of 4 kids.
Yeah.
So for us, 4 kids was normal. But I don't know if this is true for you.
Quick pause. My mom has 5 sisters and 2 brothers.
Big family.
4 sisters. I always forget I'm the worst. And my dad has 2 brothers and a sister. And then once you go to grandparents, there's like 11. Seriously.
And I grew up, and I don't know if the same is true for you, but I grew up because my mom, my family's friends and everything, like I had friends, like my best friend growing up was the oldest of 8. Like, so my family with 4 kids was like the family that didn't have a lot of kids. Like I grew up around families with 5, 6, 7.
I feel like this conversation we're having right now, like we haven't really had this, and we've done like 1,200 videos or something, but I feel like people should know that. Because it's different when like you're like, oh, why are they having so many kids? Like, it's just super normal to me. And we both work out of the house. We're both at home.
And we both
with
work,
them all
so
the time. Tons of support. We have my mom who's here all the time. We miss Michelle, our nanny, because of COVID. We haven't had her, but we always had help. And honestly, like, as great as Michelle was, like, we've done pretty great for the last year, and we're just home with the kids, and it's, we're working and got the kids, and it's just, I don't know. I just
for
love
us,
it.
it's just worked. It's worked out, and I mean, if you would have asked us 10 years ago when we had, what, 2 kids?
Oh, yeah.
We would have been like, okay, 10 years from now, you're going to have 6 kids and you're going to live here and you're going to be doing this. And like, I would have bet money against that. Like our life has changed so dramatically in the last decade that like, it just blows my mind. Like, I wonder where we're going to be 10 years from now. Like, can you, right?
Well, we better not have like, oh, wow. I don't know.
I mean, every day, I'm just like, my mind is blown. Like, I don't know. Anyway.
It's going to be somewhere awesome because everything we've done has gotten more and more awesome, I think. I love it. I'm just
looking forward to the
and I'm
future
happy
to see
and
what
I love it.
happens.
And all the kids are so different and great. Oh, super funny thing. So we were talking about baby names. Did we say this on video? If we said it on video, I'm sorry for repeating it. But we were saying, we were looking at names. I don't think it was on video. But we were looking at names, and Melissa's like, well, you know, the name kind of has to match the personality, and if it's like a dorky kid like you, then they might not want a cool name. Might not be able to be Wolfgang or whatever, right? And I was like, yeah, but I know my kids will be like a variety, but I've already seen like a pretty good spread. Like, I already know the variety. And she was
like,
dying.
I've seen it.
I was like, I've seen a good spread. Like, he's going to be in there
He's like,
somewhere.
I've seen the spread, and it looks good.
Yeah, I'm happy. I love it. Totally. But everybody likes themselves in your own family. Like, not everybody.
Well, you just like it because all of our kids
kids
look like you. They all look like you. Watch this one come out, and he'll look like me. Because all of the kids look like you.
Maybe.
I don't think any of them look like me.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, Gabrielle looks like me a little bit, but
Anyway.
Yeah, the other ones don't look like you. Anyway, this is a really long video. Thank you guys for watching. I do feel I have like a little bit of relief, like checking on the baby. She didn't see that like the bleed I had that had grown.
Yeah.
So if that means that it's shrinking, that's such good news. Like, obviously we'll confirm when we go to the specialist.
And I know this is going long, but like now I'm prepared for both. Melissa going to the hospital on bed rest for 3 weeks for the placenta abruption issue, like, or just everything going great.
Yeah, so we don't know.
So that's good. It kind of.
But I do feel like a sense of relief knowing like, okay, like the baby we saw moving, everything looks good. Yep. She was able to do like some 3D, 4D imaging for us, which was.
I might have had a little on the video. Y'all saw it.
So he's cute. So really excited, and yeah. So I feel pretty good.
And feel free to go check out Melissa's Instagram if you want to talk about baby names and stuff.
Oh, and on TikTok, I have like a little series I've been talking about baby stuff over there. So I will link that down below as well. Check that out. And I guess we'll see you next time. Are we talking about anything else?
That's it. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.